Yo, what is up guys? Delboy here, aka Blue Collar Sports TV. Hopefully you guys are doing well. If you're new here, smash that like, hit subscribe, all of that good stuff. So Jamel Herring successfully retains his WBO Super Featherweight title by knocking out Frampton in the 6th round. Now this was a dominant performance by Jamel Herring. Going into this fight, it was viewed almost as a 50-50 fight. In fact, earlier this week, I got odds on Jamel Herring at evens when he was the underdog. So, on paper, people saw this as a competitive fight. It certainly did not pan out that way. Jamel Herring boxed Frampton from range behind that southpaw jab, and he did a good job in this fight of maintaining that range throughout and keeping Frampton on the end of those straight punches. First sort of 2-3 rounds, it was Herring leading off with a jab, taking that half step back and firing that straight left hand down the pipe. What I noticed in the second round, and I said this on Twitter, Frampton was coming in very square and he was lunging with a lot of his attacks, and I said on Twitter in the second round I felt there was a good chance that Frampton gets dropped in this fight. But nevertheless, first 3 rounds, Jamel Herring was comprehensively boxing Frampton behind the jab. At times, Frampton got a few overhand rights in, up close, but those shots really had no effect on Jamel Herring. Round 4 was Frampton's best round of this fight. He did manage to close the distance a little better, and he was starting to rough up Jamel Herring just a little bit on the inside, landing some good body shots, landed a couple of good left hooks as well. Actually, Jamel Herring sustained a pretty bad cut in round 4. Not sure whether that was caused by a punch or not, but Jamel Herring was cut in round 4, and maybe it looked like Frampton was getting back into the fight. Nevertheless, by round 4, a lot of people gave Frampton that round, including commentary. I still felt Jamel Herring won the round based on the cleaner punches, the more accurate punches, the more snapping punches, but round 4 was definitely close. By the way, one thing in these rounds that the commentary team wasn't picking up on was the bodywork of Jamel Herring. He was firing a straight left hand to the pit of the stomach of Frampton, and that was a sickening shot. Those are the type of shots that can really take the air out of you as the fight progresses. So yeah, Herring was also doing a good job to the body. Round 5 was where it went from bad to worse for Frampton, because up until this point he was just getting outboxed, but round 5 he got hurt. Frampton was trying to start the round where round 4 finished off. He was trying to capitalise on his success in that round, but he lunged in and he got caught by the southpaw jab of Jamel Herring and got dropped. And by the way, Frampton was hurt. He walked straight into it because after that knockdown, he beats the count, and for the rest of the round, he was basically, moving on the back foot, staying away from Jamel Herring. But he saw through. He got through the round, and he saw round 6. Round 6 was where the fight ended. Frampton was caught by a picture-perfect left uppercut, walked straight into it. A real theatric knockdown by Jamel Herring. Frampton was badly hurt, you could tell by looking in his eyes. But he beats the count. The referee allows him to continue. I wouldn't have complained if he stopped it there, to be honest. But the referee allowed it to continue. Frampton was trying to fire back, but ultimately it was to no avail. Jamel Herring landed some more hard shots, including that left uppercut. He rocked him some more, and then the towel came in from the corner. I think the corner did the right thing, if I'm being honest. And again, we said in the prediction video, one of the shots to look out for Jamel Herring, and one shot that could have success, was that left uppercut. How he can take a half step back, draw you in, and catch you with it. It was a beautiful knockdown in round 6. And yeah, all in all, Jamel Herring basically dominated this fight, if we're being honest, and he looked quite good. So yeah, congratulations to Jamel Herring. He retains his WBO Super Featherweight title, and it's on to the next one for him. Hopefully, he fights Shakur Stevenson in his next fight. I believe that's his mandatory, but we'll see what happens with that one. As for Frampton, it's the end of the road now. For me, I mentioned this in my prediction video, I don't believe Frampton has any business at super featherweight. He is just far too small. Look at the size disparity in that ring against Jamel Herring. Just not big enough, not strong enough to compete with those big guys. So Yeah, I think it's time for Carl Frampton to retire. Good career, 2-8 world champion, fought some good guys, but ultimately I don't think it's really there anymore, so Carl Frampton needs to retire. Anyway, I think that's it. Share your thoughts below, just a quick post-fight thoughts. Smash the like, hit subscribe, all of that good stuff. Yeah, share your thoughts below. Peace.